Governor Cuomo calls today an historic one as he officially signed the Child Victims Act into law.
Many state legislators and advocates have been fighting to get this passed for years now. Jackie Slater has a look at today's event and what this means for victims who previously could not file charges.
13 years in the making, a historic moment indeed. Now, after this was signed into law, I reached out to several local advocates, many of whom were invited to be there with the governor today.
Congratulations, the bill is signed.
Applause as Governor Andrew Cuomo signs the Child Victims Act into law. This happened a little before noon today. Standing alongside him, many advocates who've been fighting this fight for over a decade. Some of them victims of sexual abuse and assault long before they ever were able to comprehend what had happened to them. Gary Greenberg, founder of the Fighting for Children PAC and a New Baltimore resident, sent me the following statement right after the signing. Today, I have fulfilled a lifelong commitment. Since 1967, I have sworn to myself and to survivors that I have met that we would see justice one day. The 7-year-old Gary Greenberg, whose soul was murdered and taken away from him by a real-life monster so many years ago, was vindicated today, as predators in New York have been put on notice. Your days of terrorizing New York's children are over. Among the changes the law brings into effect, the statute of limitations for victims to file a criminal suit against their attacker or an institution jumped from 23 to 28 years old. They can now file civil suits up until age 55.
Today says justice is done. Today says nobody is above the law. The bill says for those who are cloaked with authority, that cloak is not impenetrable, that if you violate the law, we will find out and you will be punished.
Under this new law, alleged victims who previously couldn't file charges will now have a limited amount of time to do so. All new at 6, I spoke to one man who is considering doing just that. Reporting in Albany, with coverage you can trust, Jackie Slater, News Channel 13.